Yeah, you know what I mean? You never know. I mean, some of that is real. Some of them, hey, I'm going to see you in the
I think the best one would probably be LeBron and Draymond because they get into it, but then they families hang out together. You see them out, doing stuff together and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know why it's like saying it's green because they should call him Draymond Black. Black as hell.
It's hip hop's a sport, man. It ain't just, you know what I mean?
No, it is sport.
Yeah, that's what you see. That's why Kendrick, I think, is the best at. I think he got more tools in his belt than all the rest of them.
Did you also listen to? You right, absolutely right. Did you also listen to the J. Cole? Because J. Cole just dropped something too.
Oh, I didn't listen to J. Cole yet.
Oh yeah, he dropped. Might delete later. And because his diss was on there, the J. Cole diss was on there.
Oh yeah, I heard his diss that he.
Yeah, and then he took it off.
Okay.
On all streaming platforms. You can still see it on YouTube. You can still listen to it on YouTube, but all the streaming platforms is not on there no more.
So he
deleted it. But the rest of it, that's just a prequel to his album that's coming out too.
The way some of the cats were talking, I heard. Go ahead.
Hello, wait. Let's get the podcast started real quick. We can go forever. We gonna keep going though. But hey, welcome to For Black Dads, y'all, man. I'm one of your hosts, your boy G Wade, and to my left,
it is the one and only Deacon of Sneaking, the pastor of laughter, Eric Island, and to my Rizzy right.
It's Ikes.
It's Ikes. It's Ikes. Ikes was out there. He was outside before we started. He was like, okay, which one of my daddies?
No.
I'm going to go with this week.
Call my daddies.
Daddy Kendrick did have the best diss, I think, so far to everybody.
He did.
Daddy Drake came back twice. He going back to back. I don't know what to do.
I ain't never called any man daddy. Not even my own dad. I ain't called him daddy either. I ain't never. They like.
J. Cole must be like your big brother.
They like peers. They're like peers. Let's just say that. They're like peers. Peers are mine.
Drake's ain't petty enough to keep it going because, that's what he about.
Drake do. Don't he? Don't he?
Yeah.
I'm so glad he got shot in Degrassi.
Otherwise, you probably wouldn't have heard of him.
Yep.
Drake would never start rapping if he didn't get his Degrassi street cred.
It's Degrassi. And he got, and you know what make Drake really hard? He got straight backs, bro. He got G hair, bro. They got the same hair.
He got to do whatever he can to look a little more dark skinned, man. You know,
facts,
everybody. Rick Ross called him a white boy 40 times in that.
He called him a white boy. And then Drake was like, he's like, don't have me treat your girl like Rick Ross and handcuff her. He's like, I don't know why I don't know why he's. You 50 years old, pretty much. Call him 50. I don't know why you even have anything to say about this.
I mean,
50 petty too.
Yeah, 50 petty too. He's like, you got me out feeling like 50.
But the thing about, I would never. That's who I would not want to beef with in rap.
50.
He is petty.
Oh yes, he is petty.
Yeah.
Like it ain't. He take it past that. Like he'll do some Instagram shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just he'll get everybody else in on the joke.
Right.
He won't even rap about you.
Right.
Like, he won't have a diss. He'll just do it and just embarrass you in life and shit.
Yeah, I feel bad when he did Old Girl like that. That's when I knew he was like beyond petty. When Old Girl owed him some money off of the Love and Hip Hop, that Tierra Marie or whatever. And he was just going in like, you need to, cash me out because she had sued him, but then it backfired and she ended up losing the case. And they like 10,000 or something. It wasn't even a whole lot of money for him, but he just kept going in on every time, just like, damn, 50, let it go.
Hey, but 50 be saying some real shit. I seen him on one platform and he was like, and then I was like, people be trying to bait you, like to hit him. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know what I'm saying? If you hit me, I'm going to go to the homie's house and I'm going to have him hit me and I'm going to say you did all the damage. And he was like, man, I'm going to sue you. He said, you ain't going to get none of the money. He said, the same money I will give you, I'm just going to give to the homies. I mean, it's that simple. And I can probably give less.
He got street smarts, bro. And he got business savvy. He's a business savvy guy. That's the thing. Like, he sees, like, y'all heard of Pop Smoke, right?
Yeah.
All right, like, did y'all hear about the way he died? Like,
wasn't like a fan or something that came up to him?
Nah, I wasn't a fan at all. This dude was on. So he's from the East Coast, right? He's on the West Coast.
Okay.
Just kicking it, partying, kicking it, and then
like PNB Rock.
So like he was there, just kicking it, and I'm like, oh, and then I hear the story about what happened and how he got shot. So he put his location on his Snapchat. 16-year-old pulled up. Boom, boom, boom. killed them, robbed them, and just left, bro.
Yo, message
16.
for any entertainers, anybody that's in this game, man, and you run around and you go place to place and you do things, you know what I'm saying?
Back.
Yo, keep a low profile. Stop sharing your, you know what I'm saying, your stat, where you at, and all that. Look, when you go to a place, you're going to get it popping anyway. Like, people going to know, you know what I'm saying, you there. And then when you go to these different places, man, you know, sometimes it's okay to stay in a hotel. I mean, it's okay not to, you know what I'm saying?
And have security. Have security too.
But do your job and go chill, man. Or, you know what I'm saying, if you got homies over there, go kick it with one of the homies or something, bro. Go sit at, you know what I'm saying, in one of their houses or their spots or whatever. Do something low key, man.
Do something low key.
That shit crazy.
You ain't on your coast.
Yeah.
So you got to understand your surroundings and like who's like really around you when you're just somewhere else. That's what I've been learning when I've been traveling.
Yeah.
Like I go to Texas. Y'all been to Austin?
Yeah.
I hadn't been to Austin yet.
Austin is one of the best cities in America.
I hear it's dope.
I love Austin. So like that, but I was aware because that's like the fucking Wild Wild West. There's a Wild Wild West feel to it.
No, I like Texas because
I do too.
Everybody can have a gun in Texas. It's perfect.
That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying?
I saw
like,
a homeless person with a gun.
And know your people. And stop kicking it with all these niggas all the time.
Yep.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop kicking it with all these dudes, man. Just put a whole bunch of women around you and have fun that way.
That part.
That's the best way to do it, man. Just
do it like Cat. Do it like Cat Williams.
Go kick it with some women, man. Y'all, all these dudes, all this energy, this testosterone, and everybody want to be the man. Jealousy, envy, getting away. And you might get into something because your homeboy getting into something or something. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Tupac wasn't even in the beat. He's just a fire starter. He's a firecracker. And I know me, sometimes I get that way too. Especially if I'm out with people and I'm like, hey, man, I got, you know what I'm saying? Everybody with me going home. Right. That's that military in me, though. You know what I'm saying? So everybody
man left behind.
Somebody getting something over here, next thing I'm over here, now I'm in it.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
Up?
Boom, boom. Yeah, it happens that way. So please, surround yourself with some women. Leave these dudes alone.
That's how it is.
How was y'all?
Unless you Ikes and hanging out with one of your dads, you can kick it with
No, they don't.
How was y'all 420? Did anybody do anything in particularly special yesterday?
No, show Nate Jackson's. I didn't do it. My partners is up there. So I mean, I'm not a big
shout out to the hub.
Don't get me wrong, I love the cannabis industry. I love, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy weed from time to time, but I'm not a big
consumer, so to speak.
Smoker.
Right.
420 come around, I'm like, it's just another day. I'm a smoker. I normally smoke anyway. Hit that motherfucker twice and then leave it alone. So yeah, but I mean, just kicked it.
My first 420 in a while where I wasn't able to partake of the festivities.
Oh,
you didn't miss nothing.
I mean, yeah. I'm cool. It's like I wasn't sad or anything like that, but it was just an interesting fact that I've turned that corner to where, you know, I'm in the sober phase of, you know, not partaking and being clear-headed. I get a lot more stuff done because, you know, when you smoke, it's always like, you know, in order for me to do this, I got to, we can hit a movie or something, you know what I'm saying? You want to hit something, it's going to make the movie better. Or
it does,
if I go out, you know what I'm saying? I want to this or that. Or even just doing comedy itself, you know what I'm saying? I would have those moments where it's like, okay, this calm me down. I get into my zen, my zone. So finding ways to tap into that same space without being inebriated, so to speak, or whatever. So it's different. But yeah, I seen people, you know, 420. I'm like, yeah, okay.
If I got a plan before I smoke, like I like to have what I'm gonna do already set. So I'm like, okay, I got to get some cleaning done. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got a whole bunch of paperwork to do, or I got to get on this computer and upload this episode, or you know what I'm saying? See what I can do. I gotta work. If I got a plan, I hit some weed, then I just
execute your plan, right? Yeah.
I zone out, just go super. You know what I'm saying? Super focused. I get tunnel vision. So other than that, I mean, if I'm just out, that's why I don't smoke like that. Because if I'm just out, then I'm like squirrel. But then I get focused on whatever the fuck that is.
Right.
And now everything else that's going on around me, I'm paying attention, but I really don't care.
I'm same way. I'm zoned right now. Hella just zoned.
Get tunnel vision.
Yeah, you do.
Get tunnel vision. But how was yours? How was your 420?
It was cool. I just kicked it, bro.
Right.
I smoked a little bit of weed. I had to walk. I walked to the dispensary. I went on a middle-aged man walk, and it was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an amazing walk.
Okay.
You saw the nature, learned some things. Didn't see any people on fentanyl. They're cleaning up downtown Portland.
They're not cleaning it
Yeah,
up.
they is.
Well,
I saw
they
one.
are in a way. You know what they doing though? They it's a lot of like a lot of spaces that people are taking over and they're building tiny homes for them. And shout out to folks that's doing that too.
Facts.
And then they able to, you know what I'm saying, to live in their own. And you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of got communities around with, you know what I'm saying? People
I seen it. I was shopping for real estate outside, and I was like, man, if I was homeless, I could live right there. I could live right there too. It was dope. It was dope little scenery. It was dope little area.
Set up about 2 or 3 homes. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
This my summer home. This the winter home.
This is my beachfront. Just
right next to the river, waterfront.
Right, the Willamette. You see, come on, baby, come on home.
I think people should be able to sleep wherever they want to.
They should. I think they do. They did for last 2 years.
See, the thing about it is,
I mean, if it's downtown, like you know, I see if you post it up on somebody's lawn,
right?
Like they got their kids. Like, man, I don't know you, man. I got kids. My kids like to come outside and play. I really don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But it just in public areas, if you at a park or whatever it is, who cares? Go to sleep.
I mean, going to sleep is one thing. It's the other stuff that come along with it. Because if you urinating and you use about, now we start looking at, a health issue where, now you got roaches or you got rats because you done left food out or you defecating in the space or whatever. Everybody don't walk downtown and hit a block was like, dang, the urine smell was strong. They're like, what's in your bowels? You know what I'm saying? Like, he had straight Jack Hen.
It smelled like New York.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, dang.
It smelled like Baltimore City.
Like, I might have to get rid of these shoes, the bottom of my shoes. I got to,
Yeah.
Like the north.
Disinfect with bleach.
Downtown's like that, though.
Yeah.
Like, downtown is really like that. Like, I saw this, what'd I see? I saw this homeless dude standing on the corner. And then, I just saw, like, a alien just abduct him.
Nobody said nothing.
Nobody said nothing. Yeah, it was an illegal alien. It was a Mexican.
I be thinking some of them cats, man. That's
where'd he go?
You are very irritating.
I be wondering, like, some of them cats, man, that be either on that fentanyl or meth or whatever. The ones that just be like straight mannequins, man. You see them like standing in one spot for like hours and they never move. You just be like, damn, how do you pull that off? Like, you ought to. Arm don't went to sleep. Neck should be sleep.
What is going on in your brain at that moment?
That you make that pose?
Yes, that you're there. Like, what is happening in your brain? I never, I saw it. I'm like, damn, I would want to be in my home like that, but not out in the open.
Right.
No, that's the only thing. That be making me jealous of them sometimes. I be like, damn, man. That's maximum relaxation right there. Man, look how much, they getting some sleep.
And have no cares in the world. I mean, the whole world is going on around
I don't know
them,
if I want to go that far to get something, though.
No.
Yeah.
I ain't going out like Mike Jack.
Nope. Y'all would y'all ever try DMT?
What's that?
So it's like this little this drug where it's like you dip it on like a piece of paper and then you put it on your tongue, or you inhale it too. You can inhale it, and then you go off and you just fall asleep for like 15 minutes. Everybody I know that's done it, they saying like they seen like a being, like they went off and saw a being, and then that being like showed them something in their life and then guided them through something. I haven't did it yet.
Isn't that like what shrooms supposed to do?
Nah, shrooms is different. Shrooms is like you get like shapes and stuff like that. You get like a euphoria.
Like everything get a little bit brighter. As soon as they kick in, it's like everything brightens up for you a little bit. Yeah.
Feelings too. But whatever you're feeling on mushrooms, that's what comes out when you're kind of, at least with me. Like if I'm sad and I do some mushrooms, I'm a little bit sadder. Well, a lot bit sadder. Because I just go into my emotions a little bit more, go into my head.
I've had some of my realest conversations on just like, you know what I'm saying? Just open, honest, like just conversations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, spilling it all. Not really
I've been a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
I know people that do shrooms and everybody seem to be fine. Y'all in y'all right faculties and don't seem like you have any side effects or residuals. Yeah. But every time anybody offer me some, I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Well, see me, anytime I do it like something for the first time, I do it by myself. And I, you know what I'm saying? Like it's usually like, okay, I like might be on the road doing something, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, or like, oh, all the kids is gone this weekend. I'm chilling. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? And I, you know what I mean? Try, but only thing I've really done, mushrooms, weed, tried Molly once. I don't really like that. and you know what I'm saying. Alcohol,
Right.
I'm not very experimental, but if I am going to do it, I'm gonna do it by myself first.
Gotcha.
So I know how it makes me feel.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that's. But nah, DMT though, man, I have never tried it. I was tempted to because I got some partners in Southern Oregon. I ain't gonna say the names, but shout out to them. They know they are if they're watching. But we was down there.
I need they connects.
And we was working. We just, you know what I'm saying, chopping up a cool. And they like to go hiking and, you know what I'm saying, with all that. And then my partner came up on a whole bunch of it. Like he knew somebody that, you know what I'm saying, was making it and doing what they was doing down there. And he gave me like a jug, milk jug, filled with DMT, like 3/4 full. And I was like, man, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. He was like, just, you can, you know what I'm saying? You in comedy, you moving around. I know somebody going to want to try it or whatever. Man, I don't want that shit over for more than 24 hours, man. I bet one of the other homies was like, hey, bro, you want this right here? He was like, yeah. How much you going to charge me for it? I said, I don't know. What would you pay? So, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, here, take it. I didn't want it. He bought it. I didn't know the price and I didn't know none of it on it. And I just here. Yeah, but
just bless somebody.
That was a story that G-Wade made up.
Too intense. Yeah, that's allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think I don't know. One thing I do want to do though is I want to go on an ayahuasca retreat, but I want to do it in like Peru or something. You know what I'm saying? Where the plant actually grow.
Fill me in. Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca. It's like they say it's like mushrooms to like the 1,000th power though.
So it's like tribal or something like that.
Yeah. So it's real tribal. So they got these retreats where you go and you know what I'm saying, like you have a cabin or whatever.
Some people be dying
and then
too.
you go with your people, and then like you take it, and you just go by yourself, like drink it. They say you throw up, and then you get this intense euphoric feeling. You might battle demons, whatever. But I just heard some stories. I know a couple people who did it when I, you know what I'm saying, working here. They're like, yeah, we did it. We went to, you know what I mean. They had a group of people that went and did it and did the trip. And it, you know what I'm saying? I feel 1,000 times better. Like I faced so many of my demons, so many, you know, so many things that was holding me back. I got over so much by going through it. And then I also had a shaman that walk you through it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you
they don't just leave you out there, just
Yeah. The people that die usually the people that go and do it by themselves in the woods and end up, you know what I'm saying?
Freaking out. And then impaling itself and then just like dumb shit. Doing
climbing
dumb
the tree at 2:00 in the morning and falling out there. I ain't never heard of nobody overdosing on this. So.
Caucasian people.
Spiritual enlightenment.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a lot of ways, bro. People have been doing drugs for spiritual enlightenment for a long time.
True.
It's in the Bible, all them incense they talk about burning and all that other stuff, bro. People, that was, you know what I'm saying?
That's why people do fentanyl. Spiritual enlightenment.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
That's a bad joke.
Spiritual enlightenment. Maximum relaxation.
Maximum.
PSA though, don't do that.
Don't do drugs.
Please
kids.
don't do drugs.
Scruff McGruff said, "Take a bite of." Oh, that's a bite of the crime.
Bite of the crime.
That's a different one.
It was the DARE program.
The DARE program, yeah.
Him and Smokey the Bear is high right now.
Yep, DARE program
we
failed.
have not seen them motherfuckers in 20-some years.
This nigga in the forest. That's why the forest is burning down because that nigga Smokey got too high.
Yeah.
He forgot to tell people.
Smokey and Gruff, they old. They sit on the beach somewhere.
McGruff
lit. McGruff the crime dog and Smokey the Bear lit.
And then the DARE lion. He did too.
The DARE lion out there too?
Yeah.
They vibing. They said, man, all this time, man.
They eat Lucky Charms too. They just killing it, bro.
All these high schools we done went to.
It ain't doing shit. Fuck it.
Getting bit by these rabid fourth graders. I can't stand these with all these damn silver teeth in their mouth. I gotta tell them to stay off drugs.
Stay off drugs, kids. It's Scruff McGruff the crime dog. That's funny.
McGruff the crime dog.
Take a bite out of crime.
Smokey the Bear.
That was so 90s, bro. I loved it. There's a bear with pants on.
We used to get excited for the assemblies too. Like, oh, we having a McGruff gonna be here today.
Yeah, because he's come his outfit,
right?
And he used to give you high fives.
Both of them was pedophilish though. You had this bear with pants on and no shirt.
Yep, no shirt, no shirt.
Like, no and then you got McGruff with this flashers
trench coat.
Any moment.
No pants on either. Just I'm
Red Rocket.
He's like, hey kids, I'm Scruff for Gruff.
Take a bite out of cry.
He's like, do you know why they call me McGruff?
The Dare Lion just looked like he was a cheerleader.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah, he was definitely a male
Hey
cheerleader.
everybody, it's
He was
Dare
ready to
the
get it
lion.
He had a high pony. He did.
Killing him.
Bro, that's the wild thing about it. Like growing up in like inner city and the stuff you learn. Like so y'all know, okay, so y'all know when kids start learning about body parts, right?
Mhm.
You know what they tell them to do?
What's that?
They tell them to draw your parents.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, my daughter is like, I'm not drawing my parents naked. I'm like, what the hell? And she's like, so I said, what'd you do? She's like, I just made a circle and put dad on the inside and made a circle and put mom on the inside.
That is a weird thing to tell your
That's a weird
kid to
thing.
do. Draw your parents. No.
Weird.
This is what they teaching our kids these days, though.
It's wild to me.
I mean, I had to deal with that. Mine came home and, it's like, oh, we did science today. I was like, what was science? Oh, we was learning about the body parts and puberty and stuff. And I was like, well, tell me about puberty and stuff. Yeah, I think it's from 8 to 14 or something like that. And I'm like, so then you're in puberty right now? I don't know. I said, well, how old are you? 11. I mean, so yeah, you right in the middle of puberty right now.
Mhm.
So, your body is changing. You get your little knobs and all of these types of things. So
Yeah.
I just be trying to be on her about,
You call them little knobs?
I didn't call it to her.
Okay.
But
I'm hoping for you to say that.
No, I didn't.
That's
say
wild.
that to her.
Please have a better sex talk with your kids.
It's way
I
better.
think a lot of that do start in the house though. You do got to talk to them about
You do.
it. you
It's
know.
weird.
But it should start there. It shouldn't start at school because school add all this other stuff to it. It's like, bro, I want to like understand. I want my kids to understand that before somebody just hears a book on it.
Right.
Like, cause that's how it was with slavery for me. Oh, here's a book on it. I'm a white teacher teaching me about slavery, and then everybody in the class is white looking at me like, damn, nigga, this happened. You let these niggas do this to y'all? I'm like, I couldn't.
I didn't let them do anything. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. But it's like that, bro. Like, it's like a sense of a humiliation. Cause one of my other daughter is like, can I walk out? I don't want to do it. I'm like, yeah. So I had to go to school and be like, my daughter's really uncomfortable with the fact that what she's learning in school right now. And this is what she told me. So I got to advocate for her. I got to advocate for her because she says she's uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, some of it's mandatory, so state mandatory. I'm like, okay, so now I need to find out what of it is state mandatory.
Yeah.
Because then that's why I want to have my kids go to private schools. I'm not even gonna cap. I thought about it. My kids been going to inner city schools for a minute. Your daughter would thrive in a private school. She'd be selling all the dope to all the kids. she'd buy houses. Hell yeah, she'd buy all y'all new houses and shit, bro. But no, private schools are different, bro. And I'm starting to understand public schools. The public can teach your kids whatever they want. It's publicly. Private, they have a curriculum. This is what we have to teach. This is what we teach them. They're not teaching about things that you don't need in life.
Yeah.
They teach you financial literacy. They teach you about other languages, teach you about other cultures because they want, like, in America, we're I've been cutting a lot of people's hair that's not from America. And I had this dude from Sweden, Norway.
Norway.
He's like, I'm so happy to see different people than just white people.
Mm-hmm.
He was happy to see, because it's all white people in Norway.
Yeah.
He's like, but I come to America and I just see all these other, and the food is so amazing. He's so happy because the food is so flavorful.
Norway, a little bit of both. They do a good job of keeping everybody out, and then also people don't want to go there. Like,
no, people don't. That's what he said. I was like, so what do you do there? He's like, it's just snowy all the time.
Yeah, we don't really vibe with the snow like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't our choice destination.
See, the crazy thing is, and this is one thing I do love is in schools, they really didn't teach us about, you know what I'm saying, like different cultures and that kind of thing. Like we had different things. Like we had Obo Addy. Shout out to Obo Addy. He used to come through, the African dude. He had his band and played the drums and, you know what I'm saying, all kind of stuff. And, teach us about that kind of stuff. But where I grew up in the north in the Tamaracks, and it was very diverse there because we had all these different cultures. All the poor people was there. So, you know what I'm saying? Immigrants, people come in, you know what I'm saying, over here. All the niggas, all the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Laotians, Mexicans, Ethiopians, Eritreans, all of us, bro. We was all, you know what I'm saying, in this one spot. So I got to learn because I was a fat nigga. And every time somebody be cooking, like one of my homies, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my mom's making dinner. And then I'll be like, oh, let me go get some of that too. My mom would cook too. But I want to try this shit. I don't know. And if I didn't like it, I just go home and eat what my mom cooked. But if I liked it, then, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay at the homie's house.
Yeah, that's because that's culture.
Yeah.
We learned that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. We like you have this whole, because you grew up where you grew up, right?
Yeah.
You're African ass niggas. Like, I'm sure you met Jesse in the Tamaracks.
Oh yeah, he was in the Tamaracks. Yeah, with his kids. That nigga was hunting. Him and Tavares used to hunt.
Tell the story.
Hey. So I got my African partner. He been on the show too, man. Shout out my guy Jesse.
Yeah,
man.
shout out
to
Jesse.
Hey, North Stars basketball. This is a dude though. He's a pioneer in the community. But this nigga, when they came over from Angola, they chilling, him and his brother, and they would hunt pigeons. And so when they would tell us, like, we'll hunt birds, not just pigeons, like seagulls, nigga, blue jays, whatever it was.
Whatever bird.
And I was like, would y'all come over to the darts almost some? He was like, man, no, that's for peasants. I said, what? He said, no, what we do is we'll take a pen, like a writing pen, we'll hollow it out, we'll take a needle, and we'll take a rubber band, tie it around the end of it, take a needle, you know what I'm saying? So some friction in there, pull back on the needle, shoot it through the pen, hit the bird.
Wow.
I said, man, what kind of birds did y'all eat? Because I was like that. He was like, man, I don't know. And they was in a villa.
Right.
So they go to the backyard, start a little fire, and then, you know what I'm saying, pluck the bird, and you know what I'm saying, it's food.
They was eating the birds in the Tamaracks?
Nigga, they ate blue jays, bro. Nigga, they ate. He said they wouldn't eat no crows, nothing, no, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that.
Scavenger type
But
bird.
them, it was hella seagulls and shit like that. They used to pluck them off and get it. He said one time they was doing it, though, and the police rode up, and they was shooting at the birds off the power line. And then when the police rode up, they was like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all can't do that. Not here in the city, you can't. Right. He was like, what you mean, man? All this food over here, man? y'all go to the grocery store to buy y'all chicken. No, man, what are you talking about?
I got rotisserie right here on the line.
Food all around this. I can't eat it. What are you?
I can't eat it.
Told them they was going to arrest him if they caught him do it again. He said, we snuck though. They still did it for a little bit.
I'm sure.
It's funny because it's funny how like this community of like I'm like calling. I hate the fact that they call white women decided to call me people of color, like a person of color. I hate that fact. I don't want to be a person of color anymore. That's just calling me a colored again. That's all it is. You just all you doing is calling me a colored again, but in a PC way. I don't want to be called that anymore. But like,
you should just tell them, look, I don't identify as a person of color. I identify as black. So call me black.
I like black. I like being black.
Yeah,
I like it. Me and Drake and J. Cole love being called black, and we all love being called black. That's why J. Cole got dreadlocks. That's why Drake got straight backs because he black, bro. He wrote it in. I bet you he wrote that scene in Degrassi, for him to get shot. He's like, that's gonna be more thug appeal for me.
No,
I didn't even know he was on that show till he became a rapper because I never watched that show. I didn't even know. That's like
watch Degrassi.
Beverly Hills 90210. I didn't know nothing about that crap.
Don't get him going. We talked about this last week, man.
Lord.
Don't get him going on that. He's a Degrassi stan. It's a channel that he watches on his TV.
Oh yeah, 24 hours.
On his TV, he got 24-hour Degrassi just playing. It's on right now.
It's not. Wow. Well, right now, it's not on right now. The Rifleman is on right now.
Oh.
I remember the Rifleman.
Yeah, the Rifleman is a wild ass fucking show, bro.
Rifleman, Gunsmoke.
So it started out like this. This white dude walking down the street in the town and just let off like 9 shots. Boom, 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 boom. And then it says Rifleman, and he's just looking in the camera and he's loading his gun, looking in the camera, and just.
This white dude walking around killing people,
bro. Yeah. But it's always in self-defense.
Let them tell
yeah, and no, I'm saying in the show. It's always in self-defense in the show.
Yeah.
It's so wild. If you ever watch Rifleman, you'd be like, this motherfucker's wild as shit.
OJ was self-defense too.
OJ.
I don't know if I should say rest in peace or rest in peace, Orenthal.
Yeah, shout out
OJ the Juice.
Man. Shout out the Juice, man.
OJ the Juice. Oh, also, I was gonna ask some topics. Did you guys you guys thought about like some good books?
Huh.
Eric mentioned some books a book outside. And what was the weirdest thing about like, cause I have books that I know as a kid growing up, but one of my favorite books is the Twilight book.
Okay.
I love the Twilight book. Learned a lot about love and courting women in Twilight book as a vampire.
Okay, you Jacob or you Edward? Which one?
I'm team person of color. I'm joking. I'm team Jacob all day.
Okay.
Was he the werewolf?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The wolf leader.
Yep, the wolf leader.
Okay.
I think I vaguely got off into that because it was a renaissance going on with a lot of young females who was tapped into Twilight. So I think I wanted to, be able to Mac on a different level. So I tapped into what Twilight was about. So I can have some conversation pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
Deacon is sneaking, bro.
Yeah.
He do his homework.
That's it.
He's like, fuck Edward. I didn't like Bella. I couldn't stand Bella. Bella was like, ugh.
She was kind of controlling, wasn't she?
I watched, I think, maybe two of the movies. I don't know, one or two of the movies. I never got into the books. I haven't read anything like fiction based since like I want to say middle school, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Everything after that has been autobiographies, nonfiction, like life pieces.
Yep, it's honestly a waste of time.
Huh?
It's honestly a waste of time unless it's a romantic book with Fabi on the front cover.
Yeah,
and then it's not a waste of time to most women, not to me.
Yeah. My favorite like fiction, like fantasy type book that I ever read though was Lord of the Flies. I love that fucking.
Oh, that movie.
Hey, them kids was wild,
bro.
The movie was dope too.
But it just reminded me of my life in a lot of ways. I was like, damn, this is actually this is DeVille in the summertime.
Right.
Yep.
This is Tamarack in the summertime.
Bro, that's what I'm feeling about this summer right now. This summer is going to be fucking wild.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, be prepared for this summer. That's also another thing I was want to speak of. So I have a question. So something, I feel like something is shifting in the world we living in, right? And if this is the sign of the times, what are the signs saying? Like, what is the sign saying in the earth right now, in the world we living in?
What do you mean a shift? What are you talking about?
Like a change in okay, so you know the eclipse, right? There's a lot of theories. There's a lot of theories out there. Okay. Some of them I do believe, some of them I don't.
Yeah.
So I guess it's supposed to be like 20-something billion locusts, cicadas coming up out of the ground in like I think it's supposed to be this month, soon this month. And there's a lot of things that's happening in the world that people can't explain. People don't know.
I mean, that happens every year though. You know that, right? It's the cicada season every year, man. It's a whole bunch of them that they always do that.
Is it billions?
In Baltimore, yeah, man, on the East Coast, in Virginia, Baltimore, and then also in like down south. It happens all the time, bro. Cicadas, it's always cicada season. Out here in Oregon, we get those stink bugs, those, you know what I'm saying, those red, the red thing. They come out during the summertime. So, and they do pretty much the same thing, only they just smaller. So it's been this way. We just, the thing about it is, I don't really think it's a shift. We just know more. We know more because we're connected. Everybody's connected now in a different kind of way. You wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying, pre-internet that on the East Coast, this has been happening. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't know it if you ain't never been there, or if you don't got nobody that live there that you can, you know what I'm saying, talk to, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know. But now with the internet, now we know all this stuff. And I think a lot of it is just it's fear mongering, bro. It's because we know, now we're hyper aware, and now it ups our level of fright, or our level of fear, or anxiety.
But what if you, it's not to me, it's not a fear thing.
Yeah.
To me, because like it's so weird. When you've been in a lot of situations and you've been around and you explore, fear goes away. Because you see that it's like you said, fear mongering.
Well, knowledge is power. So whenever you have knowledge of something, you know, your fear naturally, I would think, goes away because you have knowledge of what it is. I think a lot of our fear, just as humans or people, comes from the unknown, or like what's it gonna be. Even in the death aspect or whatever the case is, if you haven't never talked to anybody that passed away, or you don't have, you know, I think it's still a natural instance of like, yeah, I'm prepared. I you know, what am I going to do? It's going to happen. But that unknown is the fear part of it. You know it's going to happen. But if you've ever had any interactions with, you know, after death or afterlife experiences or whatever the case is, near-death experiences, you hear people talking about, you know, they have a sense of peace because they have that knowledge of there is something more that goes on once we leave.
Man, a near-death experience will change your life.
Yeah.
You'll wake up and be happy to see the sun. Yeah.
That's
You
true.
start doing things and moving in a different direction. As far as the shift for me, I guess the one thing that I've kind of noticed or maybe tapped in or maybe even more hypersensitive to, I just think this year it's been really quiet, like on the election scene and that type of stuff, where it's like in years past, there's a whole lot of rhetoric that goes on during this year.
Oh, it's coming.
I know it's coming, but usually it's already done started, and we're kind of in the midst of, we got these different debates going on. I said, it's really eerily quiet, this year. And somehow the person that's the most quietest is still leading the polls, you know what I'm saying? So it's just an interesting thing, but that's what kind of makes me think about a shift. I remember.
Can I ask you a question? Because politics, does anybody want Biden in office again?
I don't want neither one of them in office, but
I want Cornel West.
Facts.
But even to that point, you know what I'm saying? His campaign has been kind of quiet. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't really heard a whole lot as far as mainstream of any of his platforms or ideas. You can search it. You know what I'm saying?
It's your algorithm.
Probably.
He come up on my algorithm on YouTube and on Instagram a lot because.
Well, he be trying to run? He trying to run?
Yeah. President right now.
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
But I mean, it just goes to show the way our system is in a capitalist society that, independence going to be hard for them to try to get on the ballot because they got the system rigged. So,
right.
It comes down to fundraising. It comes down to those big corporations being able to back you and actually get you on the national platform.
And voices being heard.
And those voices being heard. So a lot of times, we don't ever get the best ideas because they get swallowed up by, the
everything. Because the algorithm is a thing too.
Yeah.
So as you look through stuff, you be fed stuff because they want you to see it too. But I think that's why they're trying to they have this little TikTok ban.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Because they can't control anything that's said on TikTok really because it's not sanctioned by America.
Right.
It's sanctioned by China, and they want this company to get rid of everything to do with it because they're not
I can see both sides because China's still an interesting place too because they don't allow a whole lot of freedom over there. They pretty much on a communist state as far as they people can only do certain things.
Yeah, they got some freedom over there. It's the freedom of speech that they have over there is a little different.
Right.
They got a lot of freedom. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of stuff that you can do in China.
You just can't have more than one kid, but
but I'm talking about as far as like just what I'm saying.
Right.
But they banned that too though. Because their population is declining now.
Oh, so they want to get it back up.
They want to get it back up because they banned it, and then there was so many men. There's this in Asian communities. There's a lot more men than women, besides in Japan, because Japanese be fucking. I've been watching them. I've been studying. They fucking,
research,
bro.
Huh?
Yes,
doing your research.
I'm going to Japan.
Okay.
I'm going to Japan. Them is some freaky ass women over in Japan. Oh,
but also, I remember the book that I read, or at least that I tapped into maybe 20 years ago was Nostradamus. I was always interested in, different signs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, growing up in the church, you have people telling you about different signs and seals and things of this nature that's supposed to happen when you can see the end of times and
man, I think he had alien homies or something, man. Somebody.
Who, me?
Nostradamus.
Oh, Nostradamus. I mean, there's some weird stuff that it just correlated. Like
all the, how you predicting? You know what I'm saying?
Because he was tapped into something different, bro. Yeah. That's the thing about it is like I think this is what people don't know. He was getting high. Oh yeah. He was learning because you got to learn. You learn this stuff as you go through life, right?
Right.
As we continue to grow, and I understand that nigga standing on the corner, talking to himself. But when I was little, I didn't understand that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like he led this whole journey of life, and now his life is there on the corner. Mm-hmm. It may not continue there, but it's there right now. It's just wild that you think about like all this stuff that we go through as human beings, and just to understand like us being now. Would you guys want to? If you could go back to your past self, what would you guys like tell your past selves, or if you even would tell your past selves
about what?
About life, about how to move in it, how to operate. OJ didn't do it. OJ did do it. What would you tell yourself? If you had the opportunity to speak to yourself in the past.
as a kid growing up now, I would tell myself not to take things so serious. I think that have stopped a lot of strife in my life and a lot of trouble in my life if I could just laugh shit off. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting angry or, you know what I'm saying,
Lashing
getting defensive
out, right.
or
Feeling like Drake.
Yeah. Instead of getting defensive, I should have just, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. You know what I mean? One of them, and just let it go. And I think that would have, a lot of fights I've been into, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, just situations I've been in. My knuckles wouldn't look like this if I just would have been cool, you know?
I think for me, I would tell my old self, if I knew then what I know now, like certain stocks I would have invested in, I would put that $20 in Walmart back in the day when I was in high school and they were teaching us about stocks. I would put that $20 in, I'd be a multimillionaire
that
right
one
now.
economics class that
one economics class that I was just like playing around with. But I think for me, there's a sense of ego. I don't even want to say narcissism because I never really felt like I was a narcissist, but I think I moved like a narcissist at one point in time in my life. Everything was about me. And so to that point, I think if I would have been a little bit more compassionate about other people who didn't have the same gifts and talents that I had, because it's one thing like when you are put into this box of that person is supposed to be the one that make it, and then you don't to a certain degree, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different ball game. So you move in the sense of like everybody got, oh, you the one, you go do this, you go do that. And then, but you just living life, you know what I'm saying? And so then when those things don't come to fruition, you know, you might feel like a failure or you might feel like, damn, or you might have fucked some people off along the way that you shouldn't have fucked off, you know, because they really had some good gems to give you in your life. So yeah, that's what I would say to my older self.
Yeah, I would have listened to old people a little bit more.
Yeah.
There's a lot of advice from old people I didn't take because, you know. But then at the same time, I'm happy that I did have the elders in my life that would school me because they wouldn't hate me because I didn't take the advice. They just, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you touched that stove, huh? I told you it was hot before you touched it. I'm gonna tell you I told you so. You know,
it's hot. You got to.
I love you. I love you enough to tell you that this is what you about to do, young man.
Yep.
And then, you know, you go do it and it happened. I told you, but I love you enough. And now if I didn't love you, hey, you know what I'm saying? Then you go do it and you come back and I'll be like, I seen that about to happen. No, you don't really love me. If you seen it about to happen, you should have told me. You know what I mean? That you see me about to hurt myself.
Don't touch that.
Don't touch that. It's hot. You know what I mean? Like you do your kids, you know, the stove is on. And they run around the kitchen. Watch out, away from the stove. It's hot. Don't touch it. It's hot. You love them. You don't want them to burn themselves. Now, if you didn't love them and they just running around the kitchen, you know the stove is on. Oh, look, they're about to burn themselves. You just tell yourself that in your head. They're about to burn themselves, and then boom, they burn themselves. And then you like, I seen it coming. Nigga, you don't love your kid. That's what's up.
True. Mine would be what I'll tell my younger self is like, don't be so emotional. Because like my dad came into my life, he was in it, but you know my story about my dad, prison.
Yeah.
So I was like an emotional, high-headed kid, and I just tell myself like, don't be so emotional and calm down and breathe. Like anger is an emotion, but that's not an emotion that you want to control you because you're not making the best decision when you're angry.
Right.
That's just what it is. That's just the emotion of anger.
One thing is especially like being an artist, man, a lot of art does come from emotion, right? Because I think it's, you know, telling jokes, it's a lot of emotion that is behind the joke. A lot of times my jokes is just pain that I got over. I can laugh at it, so now you can laugh. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And just, you know, some observations I see of the world. And so the emotional part is it's okay to have them, but it's not okay to let them control you. Right. Just because I feel a type of way about this does not mean that I have to act on the way that I feel.
Yep. Because that's when you get in trouble. That's the thing that we as a younger black man, we didn't have people to tell us that.
Yeah.
Just because the homies used to turn up with us. Like, okay, let's go. Like, so ain't nobody, don't act on those emotions because it's gonna get you it's gonna get you in trouble when you act on that anger emotion.
But one thing don't do with your emotions is don't try to tuck them or hide them or act like they don't exist.
Don't hide them.
Because they do exist and you're gonna end up you're gonna be a mental wreck,
right?
Thinking that you feeling something but you can't feel it. No, I can feel it. I just don't need to act on it. This is pissing me off right now.
Find a different way.
Why would I? I don't have to act on it. I can. You know what? Let me go. Let me woosah. Let me breathe.
Yeah.
How many of our good people will still be here if people had took that notion?
A lot.
Like, I don't have
There's so many people will still be here.
You know what I'm saying?
So many. Tupac will still be here.
He hurt my feelings.
Biggie.
He embarrassed me in front of some people. You know, we still have Nipsey or whatever case. You know what I'm saying? We might still have some of the other homies that was contributing to the community in a positive
Rest in peace,
way.
my little cousin, man. Today we got a balloon release at Lynch Park from my little cousin, man. Rest in peace, Mario. Blase, my little Cuddy, he just got killed last week.
Damn.
And so,
sorry to hear that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and he will still be here. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, little face, man. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Just, it's a whole, bro. It's so many names, bro, that we can just continue. You know what I'm saying? To go up. Rest in peace, chilling, man. Montreal. To rest of my little brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's so many names, bro, from stuff that shouldn't have happened.
Right. Shouldn't happen.
Right.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just shouldn't have happened. But at the same time, that's that emotional response. Why you think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be thinking about all this shit that happened in Chicago and all this, and people killing each other over somebody dissing somebody that's dead just because somebody said something about somebody that is dead. I get it. It hurts your feelings if somebody say, fuck your dead homie. It hurts your feelings.
Right.
That mean they gotta die?
Right.
Yeah, I can't have a conversation about how disrespectful that is.
Why you just can't leave them alone, man? They don't like me. I don't like them. Guess what? Go about your business. I'm gonna go about mine.
Right.
Once people start dying, it's a slippery slope because now somebody else got to die.
Right.
Now somebody else got to die. Whoever killed that person got to die. Whoever killed that person got to die.
That's what's happened in Memphis.
Man, my big cousin told me when Mario got shot, and you know what I'm saying, and he died. His brother told me, he said, "Hey, look, man, tell everybody stand down. We already know summer coming around. It's going to get hot. It's going to get hotter. He said, man, tell them stand down, man. We don't need nobody else dying, man. He older, though. You know what I'm saying? He been through life. He going through. Hey, man, tell him to chill. We don't need nobody else dying. If he got to be the sacrificial lamb in order to, you know what I'm saying, try to calm this shit down, then let it be. That means, you know what I'm saying, his purpose in life is being served in his death.
Right.
You know? So, at the end of the day, what do you do? But and then you got all your homies that want to spin the block, nigga. Hey, nah, bro. This is somebody answering. Somebody got to answer to this. You know what I'm saying? But that and then you get that. Yes, they do. But I got to move off of what I got to move off of, bro. Stand down, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
But what I'll also tell my younger self, I'll be like, bro, you should be more free. You should run away from home and go to Japan. Because the Japanese women are freaky over there.
It's not much I would tell myself in that aspect. I traveled. I jumped off the porch, man. As much as I loved home, I love my mom and my sister and all that. I said, man, I can do a lot more and I can do a lot better for everybody around me if I go see something else. I can't be here all the, you know what I'm saying? I can't be one of them people that just never leave.
Travel young? Y'all traveled young?
Nah, I traveled. I left. I didn't do much travel when I was a kid. The furthest I went when I was a kid was Seattle.
And I was like, what age? What age was the
I was going back and forth. Well, Seattle, and then I went to Texas once, but a couple times. But it was young, and Seattle was just a back and forth trip. We go up there, you know what I'm saying, a couple times a year. That's where my dad's side, my grandma's family was from.
What about you, E?
I mean, I moved up here at 7, so that was like a big trip for me. Outside of that, I was just in Arkansas. But once I got out here, you know, I had a mom that, you know, let me go outside. She wanted me to see different things. So I was involved in all type of extracurricular activities that allowed me to go to Canada, or I was in California. You know, I was in the band. I was in football. I was in basketball. You know, I was a, student council. So I was, I'd be in Bend somewhere, or Washington, D.C. I was at the White House with Colin Powell and all them type of cats, you know what I'm saying? So I did all these things as a teenager. So like I said, I was, you go do this, that, and the third. But I was just living, trying to have fun and trying to see as much as I could, you know what I'm saying? And just have as many different experiences as I could and talk to many ladies along the way.
How was George Washington when you went to the White House?
I was there with George Bush, the first George Bush.
I was Abraham Lincoln when you went to the White House and
Daddy
you got
Bush.
to hang out with him.
You know those cats.
Hey, did you see Monica while you was there?
Oh, you talking about it was Georgia Barber in that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was Georgia Barber. Actually, they was doing a 2020 special with Mrs. Bush. I can't remember what's her name, the Mama Bush.
Barber, was it Barber?
Barbara Bush. Yeah,
right.
they had she had 2 little dogs. She had Joan Walters or whoever the
John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon.
The lady who hosted 2020.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joanne Walters or
something like that.
Some white lady.
But yeah, as a teenager, man, they had this thing called Boy State. I was elected youth governor of Oregon back in, I guess it would have been 1990.
One of them smarty art niggas.
And I was just going down to Oregon State to have fun. One of my economics teachers was like, you're pretty sharp. Why don't you go down there for this camp? It's free. They go pay for it. Like, oh, we go free food, kick it. You know what I'm saying?
What age did you smash your first white woman? Because it sounded like you was doing a lot of traveling. There's some thick white women in Canada. Ooh,
I've always been have affinity for chocolate. But I did live in the age where I dabbled. You know what I'm saying? I was, I'd say 17. 17 was my first pink toe.
Pink toe.
Yeah.
His first pink toe.
Yeah.
I think mine was around 15.
Huh.
But I can count how many I had on one hand though.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Me too.
How many white women? Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. It's only been 3.
I can't.
It's only been 3 in my whole
I can't
life.
count with finger and toes and nothing. I got a lot. I got a lot of white women.
I got to use 2 hands, but it's 6. 6.
Nah, it's only been 3 for me. And then other than that, it's been a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Black women for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like black women,
Yeah.
but I also like white
That was a
women, too.
mission of mine, though. It's like I had this thing when I was about 16 where I had put it in my book. I was like, I want to have sex with every nationality before I leave.
You was on a dirtbag mission.
Yeah, I was on a dirtbag mission.
I had that too.
Yeah.
I still have that.
I think
in Japan.
Yeah.
I think a lot. I think a lot of young horny men have that. I think have that list because I thought in the same way like, oh yeah, how many nationalities can I hit? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try. And then I went out and I seen the world and I had my best attempt. Yeah,
I got a couple I ain't been able to check off the book. I ain't gonna lie, but I did my
too.
damnedest.
I don't think
Mexicans.
there's anybody
I need
that
Mexican.
has.
I want a Mexican.
Yeah.
You never?
No, I ain't Mexican yet.
I don't think there's anybody that has, bro. It's too many countries, bro.
The craziest thing that happened
too
to
many
me,
countries,
I
bro.
remember I was probably, I think I was either 19 or 20. I had an Indian lady, the ones with the dot.
Mhm.
Okay.
And she was so beautiful and everything. And I remember it was my first time being introduced to anal. The girl wanted anal. Because I guess culturally or something like, they had to be a virgin before, in order to be accepted into if they want to get married or whatever. But it's like, oh well, I'm from California and stuff. I can't give you this, but I can give you that. And I was like, huh? What? Like, that was my first like, oh, this is a California thing or something. You know what I'm saying? So
really?
I'm like, okay, well, that was different, but that was my first time having anal sex with someone, and I was like, oh, okay.
She didn't hurt you, did she?
No, she didn't. She was very she was very sensitive. You know what I'm saying? She caressed my hair and everything and talked to me politely.
You had finger waves right there. She didn't pull your hair or nothing.
Yeah,
did she?
yeah. I didn't have finger waves. I had a little makings of braids coming on at that time. But no, she was very gentle. She was very gentle.
I definitely would try every woman like in Africa if I could.
Man, you know how many countries in Africa?
A
bro?
lot.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. When does your list stop?
You can't.
You can't.
That's an impossible
But once your list stop, everybody below it that you wouldn't have sex with, you're racist after that. So you have to write them all.
That's the racist meter.
Yeah. Because I fuck there any woman that's a race of anything.
Oh,
Even like a daughter of a Klansman, I'll just shit out of her.
You destroy it.
Yes, sir. I do it for slavery. I do it for all those niggas they hung.
I've had
That would do it just to let her dad know.
right. Send a couple pictures.
You're like, when did your pussy become black? Cheryl Ann.
No, I'm sure I'd have because I had a couple down south that I know daddy was not been proud to know that they daughter was a Negra lover.
I don't think there's any daddy that's proud that their daughter is doing it to somebody if they're not married.
Facts. I don't think any of them.
I don't know. Because
Like,
some of these daddies be sending them out there on the block because they be mad because they ain't letting them get some. Some of these
real dad.
Small, real dad's true.
If you're an asshole, if you're a dirtbag,
you're a dirtbag. If you're not a father, because being a dad and a father are two different things to me.
I think you should be both.
Yep.
Whatever the job requires.
Yep. Yeah. The one thing I'll never be with my friends is my kids is their friends.
I've said that several times.
I will be their friends when they got their own shit. So
when they grown,
when my kids is grown and they doing and they, you know what I'm saying, like you might need some support, whatever. You know what I'm saying, whatever it is, but you got, you know what I'm saying, you in your own spot or whatever. You got your job, you working, whatever, or you married, you got kids, you doing whatever. Hey, guess what, man? Hey, come over. You know what I'm saying? We sipping together. We can smoke if you smoke.
I definitely
chill.
Parent from two different avenues because I got grown kids and then I got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's still in that phase. So I have to keep two different levels of parenting, but. The older kids know, like, there's a level of respect that I'm always going to require. You know what I'm saying? But, you going to have a drink. You want to smoke? I mean, I don't want you to hide it from me. You grown. You know what I'm saying? You paying your own bills. You got your own place. It is what it is. You ain't finna cuss me out. You know what I'm saying? If you feel some kind of way or whatever the case is, you can say it up under your breath like you used to do. You know what I'm saying? And go on about your way.
I'm different, bro.
But, I mean, no, in the sense of, I don't want you to hold it like, if you upset or whatever, you want to get something off your chest, okay, but you ain't finna just like, oh, you son of a B, you ain't finna just walk me up and down, you know what I'm saying? So there's a level of that because I'm not going to do that to you.
Right, yeah, we can
communicate
about anything. Bro.
Right. So I want to make that clear. There is a level of communication, but I'm still dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And at the end of the day, I'm always going to be dad. I do want to have a friendship with them.
Right.
When they get, you know what I'm saying, as they get older. But, I got a bit of a friendship with them right now because I do like to talk to them about it. You know what I'm saying? We tease each other and we snapping on each other at the house. Right. I'm a comic, man. My kids got to know how to roast. So I'm roasting them, they roasting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But to show them also, when you get in the world, don't take that shit too serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool when we do it in the house, like, and we don't do insults. It's more of a, you know what I'm saying?
Quirks, funny things.
Funny things. Snapping at each other in that kind of way.
I try to teach my kids,
always in love.
like love.
We all need to laugh at it because if we ain't all laughing at this, ain't where we tear each other down.
No,
when somebody getting their feelings, then
laugh and enjoy each other.
We lighten up. Let's see why you in your feelings. Let's tap into that.
Yeah, let's tap into that. Yeah. And who hurt your feelings and why? What happened?
Yeah,
something somebody said hurt your feelings. Okay. So, and then you go through that because the world is gonna beat you you down regardless.
Right.
So I tell my all the time, this is a place where you should be able to come and refill, get your energy back. You know what I'm saying? This is where
it's home.
It's home. Don't take it too serious. You can't take it too serious here. Here's where you refill that energy bar because you're finna go out there and the world gonna drain it.
Yep, they're gonna drain it. Listen to your Drake and your K Dot.
Please don't. And you can listen to K Dot. Don't listen to too much Drake though.
Listen to Drake because
don't listen too much
This
Drake.
Is the reason why you should listen to Drake because Drake's been hurt by women. He's been hurt. You know that.
Hurting women.
Yep.
He ain't turned down nothing but his collar. It seemed like Drake has always got some new chick or somebody's ex chick or something, always. Right?
He had sex with somebody's mom.
Yeah.
I was on a basketball
He's that
team.
guy.
I've had sex with people's moms before.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
I have too.
Grandmas?
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm in that category.
But. I mean,
grandmas.
Yeah.
Grandmas.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like
somebody great.
I'm talking about people my age. Like, you know what I'm saying? People around. Yeah. You done have sex with people with grandmas that's around your age? You nasty.
Hey, look at here. Somebody got to take this security check.
You done hit the homie's grandma? You can't hit the homie grandma.
Yeah, you can. Hey, the homie grandma wants something too.
She took out them teeth.
She's like, ooh, I've been waiting for this.
She took
young
out
man.
teeth.
She called Eric young man. I've been waiting for this.
Hey, have me smelling like Bengay and
oh my God.
all in my chesticles and everything. I'm like, what's
rubbing
going
you
on?
too.
She smell like white diamond.
Hey. Yeah, that white diamond show be up there too.
And Jupe.
I'm like, look at here, Miss Gertrude.
Miss Gertrude.
You got some of them collard greens?
You take out them teeth, give you a gummy bear.
Show me something, boy. You ain't never had nothing like this. Yeah.
And he said, I know, mama.
I had Jesse Lee out here going crazy, boy. I'm gonna show you something. These young girls can't do nothing.
Jackie Robinson used to go on Mouse every weekend.
Oh my God.
And Rosa Parks too.
What time you coming back to the nursing home, baby? We like these jokes that you be giving us over here.
Still in shape because I marched with Dr. King.
That's right there. I heard you do a little Dr. Martin Luther King impersonation. Won't you come and march up this mountain?
Grandma for you right now. Ain't cool.
To you. I got to give you, Mr. Martin.
You know what's crazy though is my grandma, man. Shout out my grandma Barbara, man. But my dad's mom. My grandfather's mother was sick, right? And she was on her way out. My grandma was one of the people that at the end of the day, if she get a call and say somebody in the family need a place to go, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they going home and they, you know what I mean? They got to get out of their house. My grandma, hey, she always had a room for somebody to come in and die in. I don't know how many people died in my grandma's back room. You know what I mean?
But she allowed them to have that space, though.
Yeah, let them have space. But my grandma Ella, she was old. My grandma was probably like, I want to say she was like 96. And all she wanted to do was she wanted a pint of whiskey a day.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to have about 2 cigarettes a day. And she wanted to get some dick.
Mm.
So my uncle went out and he got one of the homies, gave him a couple dollars. You come through and then Grandma Ella down, and you know what I'm saying, and then be about your business. As a kid, I always thought that was her boyfriend. He was in his 30s. And, you know, as a kid,
how's your grandma was?
She was like 96.
Oh shit!
And so this is my great grandmother. This is my grandfather's mom.
Your great grandma.
And so we like, you know what I'm saying, like,
right.
Oh, Grandma Ella boyfriend coming through. It wasn't a boyfriend. It was just a nigga who came and dicked her down every once in a while. He had a standing weekly appointment. Hey,
those things.
96. What the fuck you gonna do? She's 96.
Not that much uncommon.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I was a male whore for a while. So
Done out some male whore.
It happened.
And if she didn't get it, she let everybody know she was pissed, nigga. She turned. I'm telling you, everybody they be miserable. Everybody, the whole house be miserable.
She wanted some D. Wow, she
didn't get her whiskey. If she didn't have her 2 cigarettes, and if she didn't, and she didn't get no dick, that was the 3 things that would keep her cool.
Mm. I gotta go to work.
I know. You want to get the fuck out of here? You ready to go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
You gotta go to work.
I gotta be there at 2, and it's a 24-minute drive.
All right.
And then my appointment at 2.
It's at 2.
My appointment at 2.
It's at 2.
Yes.
All right, you gotta head out.
Yes. I gotta speed to work.
But yeah,
he got a standing appointment.
All right,
too.
before we go, we gonna get out of here though. So political season is up upon us.
Yeah.
Up upon us. We don't have to pick, you know what I'm saying? You pick somebody in there if you want to, or you don't have to. If you can pick anybody in the world for president.
Ooh.
Wow.
In the world?
Anybody. And well, anybody, they gotta be in the US, nigga. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna go grab this nigga from Cuba and I want him to be the president.
Man, that's a good question.
I pick J. Cole.
J. Cole for president?
J. Cole for president.
Okay.
Wow. You go. Let me think a second.
All right. If it's up to me, anybody in the world, I'm gonna pick me. No, I'm just fucking. I ain't gonna pick me. I ain't gonna pick me. I would make a good president though. Anybody in the world, I would pick Cat Williams.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I want Cat to be president.
I feel that.
Because he just gonna get up there and tell the truth.
Yeah, I picked the ghost of Ronald Reagan. Bring crack back.
I think if we go that route, I will pick a lady. What's the one lady that played everybody's mom or grandma on Blackish? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, she played Aunt Viv's sister.
Yeah.
I know. Oh my god,
I've seen her face and I can't call her name for nothing.
Yeah, she funny
Me too. That's crazy. She remind me of my grandmother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we forgetting your name.
We sorry. We love you. We love you for real. Is it Janet? Janelle? Y'all know we talking. And I was just watching The Temptations this morning too, and she was
she in?
Oh, president.
Was she in?
She was in a lot of movies.
I remember her face. I remember.
Put on Blackish. That'll probably be the closest one.
She played Tupac's mom on when he was a mailman.
Played in Temptations. She played Melvin's mom in Temptations, and she was on
It's about to come to me.
Oh, Jennifer Lewis.
There you go, Jennifer Lewis.
Yep.
Jennifer Lewis for president.
Yeah.
I knew that off the top of my head. I didn't Google it at all.
Yeah, he Googled it.
That would be my pick.
Jennifer Lewis. That's
Jennifer
a good
Lewis.
Good pick. Oh yeah, I want to change mine to yours because I think she get everything.
Yeah, I think she get everything in order,
and she would do it with such elegance too.
Mm-hmm.
She can cut you out just by what I'm saying. Well, I don't know her personally, but just watching her on film, her personality comes out.
Right.
She can get her point across and make you understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? One of the ones that cuts you out without cussing that one time.
Yep, on the radio.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lewis. I'm writing you in.
Black Jesus.
Black
president.
Jesus.
Yeah, Black Jesus. Not the porn star, but just the regular Black Jesus.
No, but also though, shout out Cornel West.
Cornel West.
He running with Melinda Abdullah.
I don't know who that is.
And that's who he running with. That's his vice he running with. He running as an independent. So
okay.
She was one of the Black Lives Matter.
I'm gonna tap in.
Yeah, but yeah, let's get the hell out of here, man. Hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in to Four Black Dads,
Four
man.
Black Dads.
I've been one of your hosts, your boy G Wade, and to my left,
it is the deacon, the sneaking, the pastor of laughter, Eric Island. To my Rizzy right,
it's Ikes.
Yeah. And as always, shout out Halo Space for you know what I'm saying, putting us on it. And the space, man. Halo Space, shout out, man. And then also shout out my guys at Black Rose, man. Do y'all thing. Keep going on.
Black Rose. And shout out to all of y'all that's tapping in and checking in these episodes and stuff. Each week it's a little different. You might see all three of us. You might see two of us. You might see one of us, and then a lot of people you don't know. So just keep tapping in.
Hey, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Keep fucking with us. We fuck with y'all. Thank y'all, man.
Yes, please, City.
Out.